Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Canadian manufacturing sales saw a significant increase of 3.6% in February, reaching a total of $71.2 billion, according to Statistics Canada, as reported by the Canadian press. This rise was largely attributed to several automotive assembly plants resuming operations after undergoing planned maintenance and retooling shutdowns. The boost in sales was observed across 12 of the 21 subsectors, with the transportation equipment sector leading the way with an impressive 18.8% gain due to increased auto production. In constant dollar terms, total manufacturing sales in February also showed a solid increase of 3.4%. In a separate report, Statistics Canada further noted that wholesale sales, excluding petroleum, petroleum products, other hydrocarbons, oilseed, and grain, climbed 2.0%, totaling $86.8 billion in February. This growth was evident in 5 of the 7 subsectors, with the motor vehicle and motor vehicle parts and accessories subsector recording a 6.1% increase. In volume terms, these adjusted wholesale sales rose by 1.1% during the month. Statistics Canada has begun including oilseed and grain, as well as the petroleum and petroleum products subsector, within wholesale trade reporting, but these new data points are currently excluded from its monthly analysis until sufficient historical data becomes available for comprehensive comparison. BRP Inc., the maker of Ski-Doos and Sea-Doos, announced it is suspending its full-year financial guidance for its 2027 fiscal year. This decision stems from recent changes to U.S. Section 232 tariffs on steel, aluminum, and copper imports, which took effect on April 6. The revised tariffs now impose a 25% duty on the total value of imported snowmobiles in most off-road vehicle models, a shift from the previous 50% tariff applied only to applicable metal content. The Canadian press reports that BRP estimates these changes could lead to an incremental cost of over $500 million for the remainder of the year, prior to any mitigation efforts. BRP President Denis Lavoud commented that the company is operating in a highly volatile and unpredictable tariff environment, which continues to create significant uncertainty across the market. BRP's 2027 financial year began on February 1st. According to data from the Ford government reported by CTV News, only about 40% of Ontario high school students met the province's 90% attendance threshold during the 2024 to 2025 academic year. This figure is significantly lower than the nearly 60% who met the target in 2018. Grade 12 students showed the lowest attendance, with only 33.3% reaching the goal, followed by grade 11, 38.7%, and grade 9, 45.7% students. Education Minister Paul Calandra expressed frustration over these declining numbers, which he noted began creeping up before the COVID-19 pandemic and have worsened since. The data indicates attendance hit a low of 36% in the 2022-2023 academic year and has remained around 40% thereafter. In contrast, elementary schools have seen rising attendance in the 4 years post-pandemic. The provincial government recently announced legislative changes proposing that attendance could account for 10 to 15% of high school students' final grades. A fuel spill resulting from a tanker truck rollover on a southern New Brunswick highway has impacted a tributary of the Hammond River and in adjacent wetland, a provincial official confirmed. The incident, which occurred on April 8, 2026, involved approximately 36,000 liters of fuel. According to Deputy Environment Minister Charbel Awad, cleanup crews have swiftly responded by deploying dams and booms to contain the hazardous material. Contaminated soil is currently being removed, and vacuum trucks are actively working to extract the spilled fuel from the water. Nova Scotia-based Seaboard Liquid Carriers Limited was identified as the company responsible for the incident. Pario Engineering and Environmental Sciences has been contracted for the cleanup efforts. Authorities anticipate that the eastbound lanes of Route 1, where the spill took place, will be reopened to traffic within days, Global News reports. According to the Canadian press, Aurora Cannabis Inc. has announced the acquisition of Safari Flower Co. in a stock and cash transaction valued at $26.5 million. This deal includes a $2 million cash payment conditional upon meeting specific requirements. Safari Flower operates an EU GMP-certified indoor cultivation and manufacturing facility in Ontario, which Aurora plans to leverage to enhance its capacity for supplying critical international medical cannabis markets. These markets include Germany, Australia, Poland, and the United Kingdom, with the acquisition also supporting broader market expansion efforts. Miguel Martin, Aurora's executive chair and chief executive, highlighted the acquisition as a significant step towards expanding the company's international medical cannabis business. He emphasized that the improved supply chain will enable Aurora to capture a larger global market share and provide superior quality and value to patients. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.